Alright. Hello, everybody. Um, when we left off, I was doing this hair. This guy's hairstyling. Now today we're going to finish the hair and whatever else we can get done. So I'm keeping my eye on the time again this time. Now I'm going to take this color and bring it over here. So we'll just color over the baldness so he's not quite so bald, and you can see his ear, so I'll see what I did there. Okay, so just draw that off there and color. Alright, now you can see this is looking pretty good. Sorry, I'm going quiet again because I'm concentrating on coloring. If you want to silence a child, don't beat him. Just give him a coloring book. Hopefully that'll make him happy. Or her. Not being gender specific. Give it a coloring book. Yeah, just give it a coloring book. That child. Unless it's a baby, that's not really a good idea. He'll just drool on it. Waste of your dollar store comic book. Coloring book. Although, comic books are black and white, you can probably color in those. Just as long as they're not limited edition comic books, it should be alright. Unless they're a coloring comic book. I don't know if those exist, but just a coloring comic book, that would be okay. Okay. Here we go. Now, what I recommend before getting into pixel art, if you're going to go in that field of work, per se, I would actually suggest drawing on paper, because I started drawing essentially when I was, well, very young, but the first drawing I ever remember was drawing Spider-Man on a post-it note. I just copied what someone else drew, what a first grade teacher of mine drew. And so I didn't trace it. I looked back and forth at it until I got it right. So that's a really good way of, well, that's a really good way of developing your own skills and learning different styles, is by looking at something and drawing it, not tracing it, looking at it and drawing it. It helps develop your form, and it develops your skills for, like, the eye. Like, it develops your eye for what looks right and what doesn't. And be super OCD. I'm not super OCD, not as OCD as that guy in the bathroom. I don't know if you guys heard that. I don't know if that was in my second video that was deleted. But, yeah. A guy, just in case you don't know, a guy had such an extreme case of OCD that he locked himself inside of a bathroom for 2 years. And he never came out of it. But he did eventually get help, and he got out of the bathroom, and everything was okay. So, alright, now I'm going to make this hair look like it's actually there, so I'm going to color over everything. Alright, darken everything up. Get it looking right. Concentration again. Alright, so now I found a place where I need to highlight his earlobe there. Okay. Now I'm going to darken this area right in here. Alright, now I'm going to take the next well, not the next darkest, but the kind of all the way darkest. Now I'm gonna take the next darkest and just draw with that. So I'm gonna find out where it should be and just do that and then paint. So that should look pretty good. Alright. Ooh. Okay. That looks good. I'm gonna take this and just mess around with what looks good. Alright, again we're establishing that starting point for his hair. So you want to highlight what's going to draw attention to that point. Kind of. You don't want to draw all the attention to it, like drawing a white spot there, because then everybody's going to be like, oh, that looks horrible. Oh. That's way too much contrast. You don't want to do that. Okay, so I'm just doing this stuff. Alright. Now this one is right here, the light source is right here. So we're going to shade that so it makes sense. It's further away from the light source, so we don't want to have it as bright as this one either. So we're going to make it quite dark. And again, we're just making that spot a little more definite. Alright. Okay. Now I've been getting a lot of questions about how to use GIMP. I don't use GIMP, so I have no idea how to use it. I've tried using it before on my Mac, and I just don't care for it at all. It opens up two separate windows, and I don't like working with separate windows. I have to click to change colors, then I have to come back over, and I have to click twice. I don't know. I'm a noob with GIMP, and so I don't know if you can change that. But I all around just don't care for it too much. So if you have questions about GIMP, don't ask me, because I have no idea. Alright, so I'm just gonna color that, shade that in. Alright, actual size, it's looking good, except I think the neck is a little thick. It might get thinner looking when we color. Alright, so I'm going to do more shading of the hair. Just color in here, in these areas. Alright, then just fill that in. Alright, now I'm going to take this color, this violet color, and I'm going to do the even darker spots with that. Okay. So he's just got this slight violet tinge to his hair rather than a grape color. Alright. Okay, I almost changed my window size again when I can just move these boxes around. I don't know what changing the window sizes does, so I'm not going to mess with that too much. Well, I know it changes the size of the window, but I don't know what it does to the recording quality. Alright, so I'm just going to clean this up. There we go. I'm just making that noise for no reason. Okay. Glaring even more. Giving him some more darkness to it, I guess you could say. Alright. Now we're making more of a glob up here. Okay. Now we've got this done-ish. Now I just gotta put the highlights all around the hair. Alright. Alright, so we've pretty much got that licked. Done. We got that done. I don't usually say that, so. Okay, we got this. View, actual size. I'm thinking we might want to define the chin a little more, so I'm gonna take it and do that black outline stuff. Now, I'm making his face round like this and not pointed because, look, in this he looks like a cute little child with a round jaw. That makes him look more like a child in these drawing things, and so we're just going to do that. So view actual size. Yeah, that's looking alright. Okay. So we've been about almost, well, 10 to 20 minutes spending on the hair. Now I'm going to start work on the body. So, well, maybe I should do the horns first. So view actual, view pixel grid, view actual size. Alright. So now I'm going to take this and maybe I could alter the hair a little bit to get rid of this uniformity that we have going on. So I'm just gonna do this. So this should fix these problems that we're having. I don't find that it looks okay. Okay, view, actual size. I'm just gonna mess with this a little more. And flesh color. Going right here. Okay, so I'm just gonna draw a little more. And take some of this, put it right here. There. That looks a bit better. Okay. Now I'm going to draw the horns. So I'm going to take the color from the horns, and I'm just going to put them where I can. Alright. View actual size. Looks alright. I might thicken it up at the bottom. Okay, and right here. Alright, so we'll see how that looks. I don't know. Alright, so I got that done. View, actual size. Yeah. So I got the horns done. Now I'm gonna color them and shade them and do whatever to them. So take the middle color, which happens to be that, and color inside here. Totally ruin our highlights and our drawing the focus to this point. Okay, so we'll do this, do that. You know, maybe I should leave that hair there. Nah, where the horn is coming from, it shouldn't do that. So we've got that. Now I'm going to take this and put it right here. I sound like I'm bored, but I'm not, so. Snort. Alright. Got that pretty much taken care of. Pardon that interruption. So I'm just going to be doing the shading here. And we're going a bit over time. Almost. Alright. So I've got that shaded nicely. Now I'm just going to shade this other one over here. Okay, view actual size, so we can see how it's looking. Now we're going to add the highlight. Okay. Alright, view actual size, so we can see that it's coming pretty good. It's developing alright. Okay. Now I'm going to do these here. So I'm going to take this kind of dark area and I'm just going to start drawing. Yeah, hold on. It'll take me a second to get the hang of it. Alright. Yeah, I'm not really the best with drawing flames. Okay, so I did that. Now I'm going to just take these other colors and try to make them look good. So we're going to view actual size. Yeah, they look alright. I might want to get rid of this one though. Alright, so we got that done. Now I'm gonna highlight right here, well, not really highlight, but change to a lighter color. Okay. So just do that around it. Give it some of that. in these areas. Now I'm going to take this color right here and do this. And I'm going to take this yellow and color in here. View actual size to see how they're doing. Alright, so they look fine. And that will conclude part 2. Well, no it won't. I'll just have to do this. I'm gonna make the basic outline for the body, and then I'll see you in the next video. Okay, I'm gonna draw this little thing he has on here, on his shirt, just the top of it. Okay. Now I'm going to take this and fill it in. Ooh. Alright, and that concludes this episode. Comment, rate, subscribe. Remember to watch the next video or the other videos if you haven't already seen them. Thank you for watching this video.